Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, this guy is excited. Watch, when he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
The Gators are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's Benjamin. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Jackson. And they get him down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. And, you know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run inside. It's Benjamin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Rushes on him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road, you want to come out in the first drive, you want to march it down the field, you want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful. You can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. It's going to be really important he settles himself down.
Rides to back and leaves it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Canes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Sellers. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Unloads quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
On the move. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He's going to let it go. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Canes! Once he got some room, it was over. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Rayner. There's the pressure, and down he goes. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Rayner. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Well, state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Gators will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Creates a little room. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Snap it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
that for this offense. Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they tacked on the extra point. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Under fire. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half.